Hi, welcome to That's a Thing Accident Core. Welcome to a very special That's a Thing Accident Core. It is episode .69, and it is Monday 420. I'm Drew.
I'm Kevin, also known as Raylith, and I hope my computer will record this without dying.
I'm Cody, aka Driverman, and I'm hoping that computer dies.
I'm Nolan at NolanLine on Twitter.
And his computer has already died.
Mine has as well. So we're in a good times here.
The coronavirus is in the internet. It's good.
Wasn't that the Digimon movie?
Yes.
Oh my god, it was the Digimon movie.
Yeah, that's where we at.
You mean the one starring?
So I'm going to say, before we start the actual episode up, that new Digimon series, that first episode was real good, and you should watch it.
I saw the Digivolution of Agumon, and it looked really good.
It was really good. But okay, so Agumon digivolved into Greymon in episode 1.
Nice.
And episode 2 is going to be him and Matt fighting the United Military States of America.
Good.
Other than that,
But anyway, so our premise for today, what makes it a special episode, is we're going to be playing Never Have I Ever made an OC. We're each going to get to say Never Have I Ever made an OC for, and then insert series.
Also, the rules of Never Have I Ever is if you have done it, you have to say it. If you haven't, you just can say, yeah, I haven't.
Yep. So this is a safe space to share, no judging, but there will also be the potential for redemption for bad OCs into slightly less bad OCs.
say that we're saying this is a safe place to share, and yet we're uploading this to YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a safe place to share. No shaming. No OC shaming.
Yeah.
Unless you want to shame your own OC.
I won't promise I won't laugh, though. I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, it's good-natured laughing. We're laughing with you.
Yeah.
Depending on what shows we go with, a lot of these are like pre-high school OCs. So yeah, some laughing will be in order.
Some of them might not be pre-high school.
I think some.
Same.
Not all.
Also, you saying that, that's a powerful series. I have been keeping a list of some series I definitely want to hit. Or at least ones just to get the ball rolling. But with that, do we want to get started?
Yeah, start us off.
All right. I think I'm not gonna enforce anything. Dude, you all name what series you want to name. Never have I ever made an OC for Harry Potter.
I have made it OC for Harry Potter.
Okay. All that much so. This one goes right past
Don't think I ever made an OC for Harry Potter.
Oh, do I have to talk about my Harry Potter OC?
You gotta talk about your Harry Potter OC, Kevin.
All right.
Quick one. Just a quick little one.
All right. So my Harry Potter OC was he was a former student. He was in Slytherin, and he decided to be, after graduating Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, he decided to open up a magical detective agency. So he's basically became kind of like a muggle detective, but he would secretly use his magic, because he was a slacker, to solve cases really quickly. So he was kind of like an outlaw. He was an outlaw detective. So the wizards didn't like it, but he would be like Columbo, who would use magic just to instantly solve cases for humans, for muggles. And that was my OC.
So you're the Dresden Files.
Yeah, basically.
Did you get inspired by Psych?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. It was basically Psych, but instead of Sean Spencer using his fake magic, he would. But the joke would be that he would be using fake magic, but it was real. That's my Harry Potter OC.
Made to look like stage tricks.
Yeah. He'd be
So
like,
was he Muggle born or was he like from a wizarding family?
he was like a Hermione, so it was like
Okay.
either Muggle born or half wizard. Enough
Okay,
where
that makes sense.
he knew
was
how the
familiar.
Muggle world worked. He wasn't amazed at like a light switch.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's my Harry
Well,
Potter OC.
Well, Kevin, I'm gonna say you get to go next.
Okay. I got to think about this a little bit, but never have I ever made an original character for Dragon Ball Z.
That's another one I didn't do.
That's like I feel like I might have, but also that was just during the like whenever we'd play pretend, we'd also just pick a character to be.
Yeah,
So I don't think I ever knew
that's why I put it, because it was never I was never the character. I would always say like, yeah, I'm Gohan or Goku or Vegeta. Like I never did.
DBZ was kind of the days before OCs hit our group.
What about you, Nolan?
Yeah.
Do you have your original saying?
At most, I would just play Piccolo because that was my favorite character.
That's
Yeah.
a good choice.
Not Piccolo. Okay. So
There-
so apparently we had a none. I'm just gonna pass it to someone else because I feel like I might have the most, and I'm trying not to say things. So
Okay.
Nolan or Cody, lay it down.
Let's
Never
see.
have I ever.
Also, I just posted a picture up of some series into the chat. So if you need ideas,
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
I just see a few on that list. I was going to say.
Oh no.
All right. Never have I ever. C.
What? I couldn't hear.
I think he's
Never
thinking.
have I ever made a Gundam OC.
Oh, I've got 3. Like really, it's 2, but one of them is for build fighters, and that OC has 2 custom gunpla that he would use.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat there. My only Gundam OC was a Build Fighters OC.
Mine was a Universal Century Gundam OC, but you guys can go.
Okay. So my first gunpla OC is this guy was a European representative, and as such, both of them are like named European style. The first one being El Toros Roja,
Oh, I like it.
which is it's the Red Bull. So it's like a custom red painted, like really fly looking Tauros from Gundam Wing. And then it has like the Mercurius' shields built into it. So it can use those. And I was also like taking the idea of those shields emitting energy can also just like pass that into a, I don't know, receiver on its rifle. So it can do extra powerful like beam rifle shenanigans.
Ooh, I always like the spinning shields on the beam rifle.
Yeah. And then his other one, which, matchup dependent will be which one he goes with, is Shadow Gundam Dracul or Spiegel Gundam Dracul, whichever you want to call it. So it's Shadow Gundam from G Gundam, but its right arm has been replaced with Shinron's right arm. So it has that cool like dragon like flex out fire shoot thing. So it can also do like the Swords Brooder tornado thing,
Oh, I like that.
but then breathe fire at the same time. So it's like a fire pillar,
Oh,
and then you Azuna drop out of that.
oh, that's good.
What was my okay? I'm trying to remember the other Gundam series that had a fan OC, because I definitely had another Gundam OC that I just remember. Cody, talk about yours, and if I remember my other Gundam OC, I'll talk about it.
So mine was a build fighter, and it was he used a variation of the Turn A Gundam.
Oh.
Since in the original Turn A series, it had all these compartments in its chest because it was mostly hollow. Like they used it to deliver a cow at one point. He would basically have just hidden different things in those compartments to use at any given time. So, like it would open, it would spray out like a super glue that would then cause their Gundam to lock up, or spray out like what was that one they used in the movie? Paint thinner to start wearing down the parts.
Ah, very good.
Okay.
So my turn.
Okay, I remembered.
Okay.
I remembered my other Gundam OC.
All right.
It's only the very basis, but it was for G Gundam, and it'd be a representative of the Neo Vatican.
Yeah.
So it'd be like Holy Roman Gundam or something along those.
Yeah, the
lines.
Pope Gundam.
Yeah.
Oh God, Gundam.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I said never have you ever, but I did have a G Gundam OC.
That counts.
Gundam. Okay, so essentially, what was the accumulation of the 4 Heavenly Kings combined into one?
Yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
It was Gundam, where Grand would be like the body, and the other ones would like make up the arms.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it's Power Rangers, but Gundams.
Gundam Tryon.
Oh, God, I love G Gundam so much.
G Gundam's like the best Gundam.
It is the best Gundam.
The first Build Fighters is up there with it, but like those are the best.
No, G Gundam's the best Gundam. All right. I want to talk about my Gundam OC.
All right, Kevin.
So I think over the course of this, you're gonna discover that a lot of my OCs there's like 3 archetypes.
Lazy.
So my Gundam OC, because it's the characters that I always thought were cool, and my character was not. All right, let me just be real. Loosely inspired by Bit Cloud from Zoids, and their whole thing was that they would take broken down mobile suits and sort of fix them together to get his own mobile suit. But in Gundam terms, like his scrap together mobile suit became strong enough where he started to become a quote-unquote world player on the world stage, simply because, almost like SWAT cats, if you have a Gundam or a mobile suit that's equivalent to a Gundam, you are now maybe not the biggest player, but you matter on the world stage. And that was my character, who's being dragged into the world conflict simply because he made a Gundam level mobile suit.
Yeah.
Because I really liked,
it's like being one of the 4 emperors.
yeah, because I really liked that thing, and it was that one part in Gundam Wing where they were talking about the world powers, and one of them was just the 5 Gundam pilots.
Yeah, like that's just how tough Gundams are.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I wanted my guy to be like, yeah, I wanted to try my best to build a Gundam, and then everyone's like, no, you're on the stage now. Like, assassins and robots are trying to get you. He's like, I just wanted to build a Gundam, please.
Cool robot.
And then it got real messy. So that's my Gundam OC.
Why can't
All
it
right.
just be Megas XLR?
Yeah. That was also
Yeah.
kind of part of the inspiration. All right, all right, Cody.
Never have I ever made a Homestuck OC.
Oh.
Now you're just targeting Kevin. You're just targeting Kevin. Let's be real.
Everyone's
Like, that was the first one that popped into my head and on your list, so it just kind of reinforced it.
I feel like all this is gonna be is me saying everyone.
No, okay. So I will say I don't have like an actual Homestuck OC. I do have a stupid fan troll.
Yep,
where
well
the
that's
entire
mine.
where the entire premise is just I never got past saying, well, they're the god of god tier. That's their class.
My fan troll was, I can't remember their name. I do remember that they were
You
green.
followed the-
They were green blood. They had the unicorn horn because that was always my favorite one because I thought it was dumb. They lived on a riverboat and they liked gambling and like playing chance. And their weapon was playing cards like Gambit because I like Gambit. Gambit's really cool.
I think I've seen a picture of that OC.
I've drawn that OC and then I deleted it. It might be, I don't know, it might still exist.
It's somewhere out there in the corners.
Yeah,
of the
you could
internet.
probably find it. I'm only ashamed of that it exists. I think the drawing I made of it was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is he obsessed with money?
yeah, loved money.
Okay.
Loved
Okay.
it. That's my OC.
Oh.
All right, Drew, it's back to you.
All right, back to me. I'm gonna go with never have I ever made an OC for Bleach.
I have not either. I never watched Bleach.
Okay, so my Bleach OC.
Hold on, you go ahead. I'm thinking one.
All right, so my Bleach OC was I can't remember much. I think it was more just the power set and their Bankai gave them like jet. It was a jet lance, so it was like a lance with jets around it. So like they had like a spear that they could fly around on, and their gimmick was that they could put marks, kind of like boost pads in the air, and that would make their attacks go faster. So you had to
That's not bad.
So you had to set up. Well, see, because I like a lot of some of my OCs get recycled, and that became another character in one of my other things because I really like the idea of you had to set up your boost pads and then hit it basically for like some really big stab attack. But it took some prep work to do because that's how the good Bleach Bankais worked.
All right.
Nolan, do you have one?
I never actually named the character, but
I rarely named mine.
Yeah. He was a martial artist in the because they're all the combat guys.
Yeah, I know.
And his transformation is he'd get like these full arm gold claws.
Ooh,
That
golden
kinda had,
tiger
like
claws.
a tiger pattern on them.
Yeah.
And all it his attacking, but if they got too far, he could like punch real hard and shoot him out, and it had a chain attached.
Oh, I like it.
Like his wrist did.
I like the golden tiger claws.
Yeah, and then his Bankai was a full body set that just enhanced physical abilities to the max. But,
Yeah,
like, nothing really special about it.
that reminds me of Scryed, where they're full power. And I like Scryed, even though that shit was bad. I love it.
But no, yeah, that was it. He was a martial, and I don't think I did anything else with him.
That's fine. That's pretty good. Okay. All right. This is back. This is part 2.
Okay. Where were we at?
I think it was me, but I'm going to defer because I have too many OCs. That's what I was saying in the in the break. So
Okay.
you guys can say because there's too many, and I'm really struggling to have like anything that wouldn't be too obscure because I have to think about ones where it's not me.
Okay.
So
well, if in that case, if you want to change it to just say, you can just say a series.
okay,
then,
okay,
and then you can just share your OC last or first.
all right. Sailor Moon.
Are we recording?
Yep,
Okay.
we are recording Sailor Moon. You got a Sailor Moon OC?
A little bit.
Because I do. I just want to see if anyone else is down here in the pit with me.
Yeah. I'm down in the trenches.
No, I don't have a Sailor Moon.
I don't think I do. I can't remember one.
All right, Cody, slap it down.
So mine was when I was still an unenlightened commoner, thinking that Venus was the best Sailor Moon. I now realize the truth that Mercury is the best Sailor Scout.
Yeah.
Jupiter.
No, Mercury. But in any case, back then I thought it was Venus. And my character was more or less, a Sailor Mask-esque figure, like showed up, not part of the team per se, but would help when the need arose, who would have been kind of the court jester for the bourgeois society of the moon in the past.
Yeah.
That was a time in my life when I thought jesters were really cool, which even to this day I realize jesters are still really cool.
Yeah.
That was what realizing it.
Jesters are not clowns.
No, they're not.
No, that's very key.
They're like acrobatics and stuff.
All right. That's pretty good. So my Sailor Moon OCs, because Sailor Moon was all about a group of girls, and I watched Sailor Moon. I'm like, I wanted more boy characters, so I invented my own group of guy, because I didn't know about like the Sailor Stars at the time. I didn't know.
Did you make the Rowdy Rough Boys for the
Effectively,
Sailor Moon?
yes, I did make the Rowdy Rough Boys. They were like the other class of, like, from the Sailor Scouts, but like the guys, and they were corrupted. They were evil at the beginning, but as each one of them would like be defeated, they'd realize they were actually on the good team, and they'd join up with the crew.
Okay, I'm out of the circle here. What are Sailor Stars?
Oh, those are. There was, I think, they were a late season edition where they were guys, and then when they turned into Sailor Scouts, they'd be girls. I'm 90% sure that was like a late season Sailor Moon. It was it was way down the road. I stopped watching.
So,
all right, yeah.
I was gonna say I want to make a twist on your Sailor Scouts, Kevin.
Yeah, go for it.
I want them to be like other moons in the solar system. I want them to be like Phobos and Titan.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's good. That improves them a lot. They had cool jackets, and I could see them in my head, the jacket, but I could never draw it right, because it was like, I would say the closest thing would be like like Soul Bad Guy's jacket instead of like the Sailor Scout uniform. They had that half jacket that I always thought was really cool. One may or may not have had a hoodie.
I just imagine it's cool jackets from across anime.
Yeah, you got like the Vash the Stampede cloak. You got all the jackets in there.
Cool jackets.
That jacket is cool. That's like
More buttons, more belts, more zippers.
Yeah, we in there. Okay, so I think it's Nolan's turn.
Yeah, Nolan's up.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Never have I ever made a Hunter x Hunter OC.
I have.
Okay.
Drew, go for it.
So it's less a full character and more just a nin ability.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, but so it's a manipulation type, and the more I think about it, the worse this power actually is. But the nin ability is like Heavenly Arcade, Sacred Sarcophagus, where he has a sarcophagus that he carries around with him.
Yeah, Gungrave.
Yeah, so I could never decide if like he had to put someone in it to control them, or if there was just like it opened up and there was a doll inside it that he controlled. But either way, the sarcophagus was also like an arcade machine. So then he's just playing a fighting game with like whatever he's controlling, be it the doll or the enemy.
Ah, Carl Clover Gungrave.
Yeah, or any number of puppet characters.
I had two nin abilities. The first one, I'm not even gonna lie, thinking about it, I just copied Kurama's powers. It was just manipulator, but with plants. Like, that's just it.
Yeah, it's just Kurama.
Yeah, because I was like, nah, that's really cool. And they would like put the plant in someone, and then the plant would sprout really hard, and that would be their. I'm like, oh, that's just Kurama. The second was a guy who had, I think it was after I watched One Punch Man, and I wanted to have the nin ability of One Punch Man. So he would stand one place perfectly still for 30 minutes, and after 30 minutes, he could throw one single punch that would kill almost anything, but he couldn't move. So the whole point is you'd have to have the entire fight somehow get to where that guy was just charging up.
Okay, that's funny also because that is just a One Piece character.
Yeah, I didn't know that, but
Yeah, I didn't think you did, but yeah, that's also
because I like the idea. It's like, nah, if this hits, it kills you, but I gotta stand still and just keep charging. Because to me, that's like the shonen riff on it. All right, Cody, go.
What's your Hunter x Hunter?
My Hunter, again, like you, was more just a nin ability I could come up with, but it was an emitter ability that could not affect the opponent. Like, you couldn't actually like hit anybody else with it. It wouldn't touch them, more or less. Instead, he would use it to propel himself from like his hands and feet to increase his speed and agility.
Oh, like that. That like that one character from My Hero Academia does that.
I guess I haven't really watched much of both. My hero.
Yeah, that's like one of the guy's mentors. He just shoots jets from his feet and kicks people really hard.
Well, use the thrust in the foot and like hit him real hard with the knee.
Yeah, I like it. All right.
All right.
Let's see. Trying to think of things I haven't made ones for. I would say never have I ever, and I'm going to say a specific show/series, but you could apply it to the grander universe, I suppose.
Yeah.
Never have I ever made a Teen Titans OC.
Oh, I've never. Never. I have never made a DC superhero. The closest thing to it was when I was a kid. I'll admit I wanted a Green Lantern, but it was just me as a Green Lantern. It's just me with a Green Lantern ring, and that's why I wanted the rule, because it's just like that's not really interesting. it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
No.
I have one for the DC universe.
Oh.
So it's Batman Beyond, not Teen Titans.
That's cool. That counts.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So it's Q. He's just like the future Gotham Question, and he's still doing like all the like no technology detective work.
I like it.
And that's basically it.
All right. A detective guy in a future city.
Yep.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
Yep. Sherlock Holmes in the 20 seconds. There you go. Yeah.
That's pretty good. All right, Drew.
I've never thought of it that way, but yep.
What's our next shame?
It's hard to be original.
Of course.
Yeah, it is. Nolan, you didn't have a DC guy?
I never had an OC for like Marvel or DC comics.
Same. I never had one for Marvel. Just But anyway.
I wasn't really.
It's okay. Never have I ever made an OC for Marvel.
Okay.
I did.
I have a couple.
Sorry, for what?
Marvel Comics, like a Spider-Man. Did you make yourself a
Or an
Spider-Man?
No. Wait, hold on.
Because I got a few.
Well, Kevin, you go ahead and start then.
Okay, so I'm gonna start things off with the showstopper. This is old elementary school Kevin's, one of his first OCs, not his first. Like we'll get that one. That if that one shows up, oh man. But all right. So one of Kevin's first OCs was he thought Spider-Man was really cool. But you know what would make Spider-Man even cooler?
A gun?
Close.
A sword?
No. What if instead of spinning webs, Spider-Man spin lasers? So he was the laser spider. And he would shoot laser webs and his suit was glowing. Because that was his power, is that he could shoot energy that was webs and he could crawl on them like a spider, but they could also like shoot out.
So, okay, my real question is, why isn't that Spider-Man 2099?
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yes. Go on.
All right, Cody, what's yours?
Mine's actually, well, it's not similar to Kevin's, but I will say it's linked to Spider-Man, but also the X-Men. See, I was watching, back when we would watch X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
That's what kind of got the ball rolling there. But I was always more of a Spider-Man fan, and so I created a character in my head of his ability, his mutant X gene power was that it would suppress any foreign agents in his body, which all he knew for his whole life was that he had never been sick. But I could never figure out a good way to make it work, but somehow he would have gotten a symbiote leaked onto him. But because of that X gene ability, it being a foreign agent, it was immediately suppressed under his will. So it would have been Venom, but much less interesting because he would not have had the dual identity thing going on.
You just get to have Spider-Man powers.
Venom powers, specifically.
Yeah, so I also had a mutant that was also a Venom. It was a girl who her mutant power was something like I think she could because it was one of they had all the Venoms and they had Shriek, and I thought Shriek was an interesting idea, but it didn't make sense because she didn't yell. And my old symbiote thing was that the symbiote always improves whatever you got. So it was a girl with kind of a lame mutant power where she could yell really loud, but once the Venom symbiote kind of combined with that, it like amped it up to like 1,000,000. So
She can make sonic webs and
yeah,
crawl on them?
yeah, exactly. But just because the whole symbiote could make a bunch of mouths, like as you would like, because I played like Marvel, so it's just like, oh yeah, that's why it'd be really strong because you could just make like a ton of mouths yelling at once with like the Venom powers, and that was my mutant girl.
That's not bad logic.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, you see in Marvel versus Capcom. Or Marvel superheroes, whenever Venom is always like covered in mouths, and what if every one of those mouths was shooting out like sonic blast? And also that made him immune to one of his weaknesses, but she was double weak to fire.
You can call her surround sound.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. I like it.
That is.
All right. Who's next?
You.
Oh, me? Okay. I'm just going to say like random crap because I don't really know. So never have I ever made a OC of Shaolin Showdown.
Yeah, I haven't.
No, I don't believe I did.
No.
All right. Move along. Like I'm just saying stuff like, well, fine.
All right, Nolan, what you got?
Because all the cringe stuff I have made one, so I'm just trying to stay stuff that's just weird.
Keep your head above water.
Yeah.
Good times.
Never have I ever made an Inuyasha OC.
I don't remember making one. I think I had one, but I don't remember it.
I don't think I did.
This was a pool because I just wanted to see.
No. I don't think I did. I think
Yeah, I never super got into Inuyasha. I read a bit of the manga when Drew was collecting it, but that's it.
I liked
I see
Inuyasha a
collecting
lot, but I never felt like one of my. I think it's because maybe, and this goes back to my cringe nerd power was I couldn't think of an interesting power for one of a character to have that wasn't just like there.
Yeah.
So I don't think I
It's
did.
just something about it just doesn't seem conductive to making an OC to me.
No, I think it's because the characters are too well developed and it's focused on like Inuyasha is focused on Inuyasha, Kagome, Sesshomaru, Kiki. You get all those. It's like that hard like relationships is what that show is mostly about.
Okay.
And you can't unless you're gonna throw yourself in there like I'm Kikyo's real boyfriend or girlfriend. That's me.
Okay, I like the idea. I like the idea of an Inuyasha OC that's like a street punk, like a biker gang street punk from modern times that also falls through the well.
Oh, that's pretty good. Or just that like yeah, some businessman just stealing stuff.
Oh, taking artifacts to modernity.
Yeah.
Okay. But so no Inuyashas.
No
right,
Inuyashas.
All right. Cody, what you got?
Trying to think of a series to name here. Never have I ever made.
The list is there. Use it if you need it.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw one out that again I don't think anyone else is going to have one. Never,
Oh, then do it.
never have I ever made a Power Rangers OC.
I'm on that list. I've made one.
I've made
I have not made one. That was
a group.
Yeah, no.
either.
Damn it. Okay, I'm on a list.
No, you there. I'm there. Yo, I'm there. I ain't lying. All right, Nolan, hit us up.
So, I made a group of Power Rangers called the, I guess it was Rangers, all based off like gems and crystals.
Oh, okay.
Of course, you had your reds, ruby, blue. But then I had two extra Rangers, and it was Diamond and Obsidian.
Ooh, I like
And they
it.
were twin brothers. And the Diamond guy was really good and helped the Power Rangers. And the Obsidian guy was kind of working for the bad guys, but he was doing his own thing. You know, like like a cool Sixth Ranger would do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good. I like it. It was like it's like what you wanted the Green Ranger to be, where he's just on his own team. He's not really with the bad guys, but he's like, yo, it's me.
But where he helps a kid find his toy or his lost dog or something.
Yeah, the Heart of
About to
Gold.
attacks the kid, and he's like, "I'm going to step in and helps the Power Ranger."
I like it.
That was about it.
I like it. So
No, I think it's good.
I think it's legit good.
Yeah, no.
So
I loved Power Rangers as a kid.
oh, I loved it too. My Power Ranger OC, and thinking back on this was really weird. So there does require some slight bit of explanation here. when in the first season of Power Rangers, whenever they would get hurt, you'd always see like a spark, and then like the kind of the scorch mark on their suit wherever they got hurt. And I always assumed because I didn't understand that was just like a firework going off. I always assumed that was like their health and their damage. So if all like the chest, like the white part on the chest got scarred up, then they would be dead or their powers would go away. So my original character was before the White Ranger existed, a White Ranger, because in my mind that meant that he had way more health than all the other Power Rangers because there's more scorch marks. He could just keep taking damage, and they would be like, "Oh man, he's just like taking hits from Goldar. He's just slugging it out with them," and all the other Power Rangers would be like, "How strong is he?" And that was the extent of the character.
Oh no, I like any OC that has that childhood logic embedded in it.
Oh yeah, like that's where you get the laser spider, because lasers are cooler than webs. You can like, I want the distinction to be one. This is like there's like elementary school OCs and then middle school OCs where they start to make sense. Nah, elementary school OCs, man. That's where I'm like, nah, he's just the toughest, because all the other Power Rangers would get hurt, but he wouldn't. I think I also had one that was the Rainbow Ranger, and he just had all the guns. It was just like, well, it's like, why do you need the other Power Rangers when I have like the axe and the sword and the speed? I had them all. Those were my Power Rangers.
All right.
Do you want this one?
Let's see. Never have I ever made an OC for Danny Phantom.
Okay.
No, I don't think I did.
Give me like a second, because I have one thing that I don't think I did.
Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay. So my Danny Phantom OC. This is one of the weird ones where I don't really like Danny Phantom that much, but I really liked this character I was made up when I was thinking about watching Danny Phantom. I never came up with a name for my character, but what it was is that the reason that Danny Phantom became half ghost when he was in the ghost machine is that there was a ghost trying to get through at the same time. So the thing is that Danny Phantom got his powers were the ghost character's powers that my ghost character lost, but my ghost character, instead of going ghost, could become alive. And it was like, but it would be like an enhanced kind of like where Danny Phantom is to ghost when he's in Danny Phantom mode, the ghost was to humans when he was in human form. And he was like,
you're like a Captain America.
Yeah. Where he was just really tough. Like, and it would be things like, oh, and all the other ghosts would kind of not be thrilled because they all, like, I'd imagine that a ghost wants to be alive. And this, for whatever purpose, my character could be technically alive, but it would be an immense drain on him, so he couldn't stay that way forever. And his whole point was trying to be able to turn on his living mode and stay like that. And that was my Danny Phantom OC.
That's not bad. I kind of like the idea of being the yang to Danny's yin.
Yeah. Like in
direction with the being like not just Danny, but starting as a ghost.
Yeah, but his ghost would be way weaker because Danny technically has all of his ghost powers. So it's sort of like, as a ghost, he's worthless.
I immediately thought idea of him going human. He's, I gotta use the bathroom and eat at the same time.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. That's part of the jokes is that he's like, I get to eat food, and also I think there's some level of this is part of my OC, like the theory is that Ghost, at least how I understood it when it was creation, don't get stronger because they're dead. And when you're dead, you can't grow. That's why Danny Phantom kept getting like tougher, because he was half living or whatever, so he could get tougher. And my Ghost character would, because he was technically half alive, would start to get stronger over time, and the other Ghost would see it as a threat.
Big potential.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Kevin, what you got?
Okay. Never have I ever made an OC for Recess.
Nope.
No,
No.
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. No. I'm trying to hit the weird ones. That's my goal. Is I want to hit like a weird one that someone says yes. That's my plan. And if no one does, that's okay. So I'm done.
I think at some point this is going to fall apart as we then just start to say series that we have made one for, because we know all four of us have a character for that series.
Oh, you can do that. I think if you feel ballsy and you want to just say it, then go for it. But it's Nolan's turn.
Yeah.
Let's see. You know, never have I ever made a Metabots character.
I have one.
I don't have one.
I made one, but I do not remember anything about it.
All right, Drew, lay it
Okay.
down.
So, my character in Metabots was going to be a graffiti artist.
Mm-hmm.
And so his Metabot was also not going to be... It's going to be jailbroken, so therefore not legal for Metabot battles.
Oh, I like it.
But... So you take the idea of basically now, if I can look at it, take like an Inkling and turn that into a Metabot.
Oh.
And so it's like a squid model that has like a paint grenade launcher on one hand that also has like a brush attachment. And his idea is he really wants to see if he can teach this Metabot to do art.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty. That's solid.
Oh, I like that character.
And so it's also like, it's Jet Set Radio was out too. So, you know, he has roller skates, and also it has roller skates.
No, I like it. I like the idea of taking this explicit combat toy robot and trying to make it do something that it can't, or it trying to teach it.
And so, like, another idea I had was, like, whenever, because, you know, there's that period where everyone's taking a turn being the masked Robattler to help Icky and Koji.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, his turn up, using it, at the end of the battle, it'd be turn out, he'd put a canvas over the entire arena, so that way, like, you could pick it up and be like, no, look, this was your art.
Oh, I like that. That's a good. That's good.
But yeah, that's my Metabots OC.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, I hear Jasper.
Hold on a second, guys.
Nah, that's
Okay.
alright.
Time to switch rooms.
Nah, that's okay. Yo,
That's okay.
that's good.
Okay. My turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Let's see. I had one. Never have I ever made a Ghost in the Shell OC.
I haven't.
I haven't.
I mean,
All right.
Alright.
a couple on the list that I have.
Oh no, there's the list. The list is there. Like,
Okay, I'm hitting one that I know all of us have.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Never have I ever made a JoJo OC.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm getting there.
All right. Yeah. Now I think because now we're getting to the point where just slap it down, start hitting the
Yeah.
big ones. Because I got the last one I have is the showstopper.
Okay. But yeah, so I'll start. My fan stand is called Sting. It's if you take QB and turn her into a stand. But then she can like break down into like the actual hive of bees. and all swarm out. And then, of course, I naturally have, like, Sting Requiem, which imbues everyone within the, like, radius of it with compassion and empathy for everyone else.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go ahead and go.
Yeah.
My stand was the black, and its whole gimmick is it could create like small little I guess fist-sized portals.
All right.
Its whole look was it had like a big crown of keys and it had keys for hands.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, that's
So
good.
it could for each finger it can create up to 10 doors. And the first time you use it, you can kind of, but after that, just random bullshit.
I like it.
Or you can cash in all 5 to make a human-sized doorway.
Oh, that's cool. I like the idea of having to like manage your power.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, having a resource to spend.
Yeah,
What was it called?
black keys.
Black keys. Oh, okay. No, that's good. That's good.
It was going to be like a bad guy stand who joins the good guy team.
Oh.
And
like
then
it.
I have it didn't have a sacrifice. It uses up all the power of the stand, but it locks away a person's soul powers.
Mm.
Seems
And
very
that's
good.
that's the final key.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Kevin, what's yours?
all right. I had 3, and
Nice.
it's part of my own
I have a
little.
question. Is one the brown?
No, one is not the brown note. The hero stand, and this is somewhat inspired by my favorite part, which is not like the composition of the group, which is part 7. The hero stand is one of my favorites. Smells like Teen Spirit. It's all it can do is it can store the smell of anything it punches, and then it can also so if it punches something, it can take its smell, and then it can also punch something to give that smell to something else. And that's its base power. But over time, as you learn, as it kind of evolves, it begins to be able to like track people by smell. So you can like hit someone with like a unique scent, and then track them in case they're like teleporting or doing time shenanigans or going invisible. So it's the worthless power that starts to become more interesting because you're fighting stand users and they're not prepared to have some way to track them. So that's my main character. The secondary character. Wait, hold on. Crap! Did this crash again? It crashed again. Okay, no, it didn't crash again. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're still here. You're still
Okay.
here.
Okay. So anyway, secondary character was someone similar to Gyro Zeppeli's kind of monk. He just had a baseball bat, and he could spin the baseball and throw a weird, mean curveball, but also hit like stuff back at him. So it's like he would throw a curveball, and it would be so spinning it'd come back, and then he'd hit the baseball bat at the ball. Because I always like the spin. Oh. So it's kind of like a boomerang ball, but it's kind of stupid. And the third, yeah,
Like was it a how deep balls deep?
Yeah, so you just chuck this baseball. It's like you missed, and he pulls out that baseball bat, and he's like pointing at you. It's like, what are you doing? And then he like slams, like the ball whizzes by you because it's spinning so hard, and then he hits you with it, and it's like, that's so stupid. And everyone comment that is like his power would be if you just threw the ball or spun something at him directly, it would be amazing. But you have to do this stupid roundabout thing. And the guy goes, yeah, but it's cool though. Like he thinks he's so cool, but he's not. And the animal companion would be a cat the cat's Stan's name is Rocket Man, and all it does is anything it touches, it can turn it into a missile. So like if it touches a leaf, the leaf shoots out like a missile and explodes, and the explosion is equal to the size of the thing it activated, because it's kind of like similar to a weird mix on how Yosakage Kira, the cat shoots the bubbles and then he makes the bubbles explode. It's like kind of like oh well, here's a cat that makes things explode, but it's a cat.
And Killer Queen.
Yeah. I also like it that the animal of the group had the technically strongest power, but was a fickle cat, kind of like a stray cat that just kind of hang out with the crew because they gave it treats. It thinks it's the boss. So like the cat thinks it's the leader of the stand group, and that's why it's protecting the other two in fights, because it's like, no, that's my pack. I'm it doesn't think that they're and that's my stand group.
That's not bad.
No.
The villain would be his power because of the whole JoJo as a TV remote. The villain's power would be record, and his stand would be allow himself to play back any action he's recorded. So his whole thing would be like he would be doing things with the record on just so that he could play them back. So you'd have stuff like the villain is doing surgery, so that so if he gets wounded, he can activate his stand and like stitch himself up because he's like recorded that action, or like jumping off and like having a parachute go down. So if he falls from a building, he can record, like play back that action. So you have this stupid villain who's just trying to do so many like just actions in advance so that he can play them back whenever in a fight. And that's the villain's power. That's my JoJo.
Then the trick to beat him is to pull something out of nowhere.
Yeah, or get him to
that.
use or get him to like waste his little actions. It's like, well, okay, how many times did you jump out of that plane? It's like 300. It's like, what? I just spent a day just doing it, getting my record, and you just have to, you got to either get him so that he doesn't know what's going on. So that's my JoJo's.
Okay. What's yours, Cody?
Let's see. I know I had named it Paint It Black, and for the longest time I kept trying to think of how it was relating to Shadow, and then the last time I put any thought into it, I started thinking, well, what said it has to do with paint?
Oh, that's good.
So, I was thinking maybe, like, if it hits any kind of 2D image, it can steal things from that image to use.
Oh.
Or incorporate them into itself.
That's pretty good.
Since I've tried to put any thought into it.
And like leaves a little like black silhouette for where the thing was.
Yeah. Yeah, I have not put as nearly as much thought into it as Kevin has. Probably should have gone before him.
It's okay. Because mine was, my whole JoJo thing was, it got me thinking of if I had to do an American adaptation of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, how it would work. And I wanted to make like original characters that could work, but wouldn't upset the manga's canon. So you wouldn't have like a Dragon Ball Evolution scenario where if it turned out bad, you can just say, nah, that happened in America somewhere, don't worry about it.
No, just make Diesel.
Yeah, Diesel. Enemy stand.
Enemy stand.
Oh man, Diesel. Good job, Diesel. Whose turn is it?
Look, I just made it.
Yours.
Okay. I'm gonna see where we at on time. Okay, so I think there are two on here because we're getting close to time that I want to talk about. And I think unless anyone has any objections, I think we just need to go around And Kingdom Hearts should be talked about. And Sonic the Hedgehog should be talked about.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't have one for either.
Okay. Because I got one for both.
Do either of you guys have one for either?
I got one Sonic.
Yeah!
Hearts.
Yeah! You guys go. Tell me your Kingdom Hearts first.
Okay, Kingdom Hearts. It was before I knew that all Keyblade wielders, it was Keyblades.
Yeah.
So what I had made had a key staff, so it had like key teeth at either end, but on like opposite sides. So like if you're holding it horizontally, one would be on the left pointing up, and one would be on the right pointing down, for example. And then he was from Traverse Town, because I thought Traverse Town was pretty sweet.
It is.
And God, I made this thing back when the first game came out.
No, that's fine. Listen, a lot of the things that are part of my Kingdom Hearts OCs have been retconned like 7 times because that's how Kingdom Hearts is.
I remember
I have a
thinking,
Kingdom Hearts OC.
Yeah!
I remember thinking about like Disney cartoons instead of movies. So I remember thinking it'd be cool to have like Darkwing Duck as a sidekick.
That is pretty good. Sidekick / mentor.
Well, like, you know, like how Sora had Goofy and Donald.
Yeah. But I like that where like you kind of have like the other crew, like the Disney Afternoon crew.
Yeah, instead of the like big movie crew.
Okay, that's exactly what I have.
Yeah. Tell it, Nolan.
I had one too.
Yeah, there you go.
Kingdom Hearts.
No, that's why I put Kingdom Hearts on there because it's in there.
Okay, so my whole idea was, we have the two groups. We got Sora with Goofy and Donald, and we got King Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was Kyrie.
Yeah.
Apprentice Knight Max Goo.
Yeah.
And Apprentice Mage Webby.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's good.
And I thought if there was going to be a third crew, it had to be like the people under Goofy and Donald learning to be
I like that.
Kyrie, who's just starting.
Kingdom Hearts, the next generation.
Yeah. No, I like that. I think that's good. Drew, Kingdom Hearts is up.
So my Kingdom Hearts character, I could same as Cody, the idea of doing series instead. I could never decide if I wanted to do that or instead do basically all the B-tier Disney movies that they don't care enough about to put into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah!
You know,
I think I kind of remember this,
Escape to Witch Mountain, let's go.
no, still like the cartoon. So like the Black Cauldron and the Rescuers. Those.
Oh, that'd be sick.
So like, I'm trying to remember I know one of my partners for sure was Basil from the Great Mouse Detective.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I don't know. I want to think the other one. It should be Kronk.
Yeah, oh, that'd be good.
Kronk's good.
Kronk is so good.
But like,
Coming together now.
yeah, no, Kronk's a good henchman, and he's not evil either. So
No,
it works
yeah,
out.
Kronk's just doing his job.
But so the other idea though is if instead of doing those, you're actually doing the Disney series, and so sometimes it'll matter of like something like Fillmore, you have to take care of the Heartless on the down low because you don't want normal people getting involved with the Heartless nonsense.
I like it.
And also if you're doing Disney series, that means like your Chip and Dale could instead be the correct choice, and it could be Gadget.
Yeah, you could have like Rescue Rangers, the good Chip and Dale.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already done.
Why didn't they have the mechanics be like Gadget and have Chip and Dale be the pilots? And
Yeah.
Jack be...
Yeah, you have a. I think.
Also,
No, you go.
it lets you have Basil interact with the Rescuers, which are also other mice, and the Chip and Dale crew.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. You have like Radigan.
Yeah, like you could, yeah.
I like that. All right. So my Kingdom Hearts OC. Oh, gotta talk about it. All right. So my Kingdom Hearts OC was she was a girl from an unnamed world that was attacked by the Heartless, and like she was just kind of like normal, relatively popular, kind of self-centered, but she had a kind of rebellious streak in her. And what happened was that whenever the Heartless like ruined her entire existence, and some other kid in the class was going to be chosen by the Keyblade, but their heart got removed, so my girl grabbed like the heart and it became a Keyblade, and it so as she became a Heartless, so she kind of had some sort of sense of self, and her whole mission was revenge because she liked living just being the kind of popular girl in her normal town, and now she's having to deal with anime Kingdom Hearts nonsense, and it infuriates her to like the nth degree, where you have all the people talking about the gateways of heart and learn, and she's like, no, I just want to go to the prom, and just would like kick people's ass. And that was my girl. She's just sick of all of the anime nonsense and having to deal with it, and just want, and there'd be like, and her whole quest would be she wouldn't even care, because she's like I like the idea, like she wouldn't care about saving like Chippendale Rescue Rangers world. She just wants to have her place where she lives back. Like, it's like, I don't care about Pinocchio Land. I know that's a cartoon or whatever where I am at. I want to go home. And that was like, because what you'd find, you're playing the villain instead of trying to like help that's my OC.
Okay.
Part of it as my own reflection of how stupid Kingdom Hearts is just like, no. Just stop it. All right. Anyone have any other bangers before we end it on Sonic?
No.
Does anyone have a One Piece OC they want to share?
No.
I did have one, but I kind of need to wrap up.
Okay.
All right.
I just want to share. I have one, and he just has the paper doll fruit.
All right. That's pretty good.
I have one, but it's for Zoids,
Yeah, go for it.
and all it was is a big old lion with machine guns and rocket launchers everywhere, piloted
That's
by
pretty good.
An old army guy.
Alright. I like it.
My Zoids OC had a unicorn, and it had jet boosters, and it would just crash into people. But it also had like the modes similar to Liger Zero, where it had like a Pegasus mode, and it had like mode shifts where every like it had like a blade mode, a Pegasus mode, and then it had, I think it was just like a ox. That was its version of like the tank.
Ooh, okay.
That was my Zoids. All right, Sonic. We ended with the showstopper. Nolan, you said you had a Sonic. Lay it down.
Yeah, I got some.
Yo, lay it down.
So I had an echidna. His name was Brawler.
That's pretty good.
Under Knuckles as one of the guardians of Angel Island,
I like it.
along with two other, a younger boy and an older female, and she was the leader of the group.
That's pretty
Brawler
good.
was just big and muscular, but he was dumb.
No, that's good. I liked the Archie Knuckles comics back in the day. I read those. I had those. I read the Sonic comic until a long time. All right. Anyway, all right. So here's my Sonics. So I have said it in the past. I made a comic about it, but it bears repeating. Turok the Hedgehog is super real. I drew a comic where Sonic the Hedgehog was taken to the Turok portals and he had to fight the Prime Evolutionary, and he was Green Hedgehog, and this is real, would use like the bow and arrow and have to travel in time. I drew comics about that. I also drew a comic where Sonic the Hedgehog was on Mars and had to fight the Doom demons. That was real too. Those were my Sonics.
I actually recall that I had I had forgotten.
Alright, lay it down.
I do not remember his name, but I remember he was a porcupine.
Yep.
White in color, and that he was a stealth expert. So he kind of had he was the goggle wearer for the series before Tails started wearing them in one of those cartoons.
Yeah, I get you.
Instead of being like traditional anime goggles, it was like a Sam Fisher kind of goggles.
Oh, that's great.
So he was like the sneaky guy. He could use his quills as lock picks.
Oh, that's good. I'm actually liking your
That's actually not
character.
bad, yeah.
Yeah, no, your character's fine. Your character's way more developed. Yours and Nolan's were way more developed than Turok the Hedgehog, which is what I was rolling with.
I feel like Turok the Hedgehog captures the spirit of a Sonic OC, though.
Oh, yeah.
No, because I just remembered what mine was.
Yeah! Lay it down.
So, okay, this was not just mine, this was also our childhood friend Ben's. And it was, Elite Guard Robotnik had that were all, I think it would be 5, but canines. And, each one's a different, I was a fox, I think he was a wolf, there was a coyote, I can't remember. But then each one had, one of its senses artificially enhanced.
Oh, that's great.
So I can't remember. I'm guessing since foxes have big ears, mine was probably hearing, and I think the wolf was smell, and the coyote, I think just his tongue was always hanging out because his sense of taste was enhanced. But I don't really know what that did for him.
No, that's great. I love it. I love it.
I'm vaguely remembering that as you mentioned it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why you end with Sonic. That's the end. That's the purity.
Did you have a name
yeah.
for the team?
No.
Darn it.
All right. So those are our shames. We've laid them down.
If you've got one you want us to share, leave it in the comments or send it to us on Twitter, and we'll read it next week.
Yeah, I will.
You
You have a dark shame. Send it.
Yeah, I'm actually pleased. I didn't think there were there was nothing I felt was cringy that was not made when you were a child.
Yeah.
Listen.
Do you want to know the final tallies?
Yeah. Lay it down before we
It's okay.
fail.
Coming in with the fewest OCs of the day would be Cody with 6.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by me and Nolan tied with 8.
Mm-hmm.
And in first place is Kevin with 13.
Champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Nah, you read my comic, you know what this is about. You know what I'm in. You know
The
it.
undefeated champion.
Yo, you know it.
Raylan.
I think next time we do this, next time we have a special, we should do this but reverse it, and it should be like a confessional booth of ones that we've made instead of ones we haven't made.
Okay, I still have some that I would like to share in a sequel to this if we do one.
There's probably some I
I
got
was kind of
rolling in the
It
brain.
was like,
So you heard it here first, everybody. Confessional booth OCs next time we decide to have a special episode.
Yeah.
Next 69 420.
episode 420.
Yeah. Later days. Bye.
Bye.